Beard Tiltomad on Oman.
Hello. I'm...
Really? Then you are a Renai? Might I do something for...
I am looking to find Vinbar, the High King of Tirfredi, and I was told that he was born in this village. He disappeared after visiting the heart of the island, but I was hoping someone here might know where he's hiding.
You should speak with Sarah. She is the companion of our king.
Where might I find her?
I do not know. She left the village and... Anything else?
Tell me about Sarah.
She is a ferocious warrior. And Lloyd, they gave themselves one to the other many cycles ago. And their bond is very strong. Perhaps that is why she has left. Because she no longer could bear anything else.
Goodbye.
Wow.
Is there something
Would you know where I could find Sarah?
She left to follow Vinbar. She wanted the mountain.
What do you mean?
I don't know if Renaix, our High King, is on Olmenawi. And the Donegad, his bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now that he speaks.
He is becoming a Nadaig.
Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back. And she wanted the mountain to take her as well. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the cavern of knowledge. We haven't seen her since. She might have succeeded. Anything else?
I'm looking for High King, but someone here in this...
If anyone knows anything...
Where is this cavern of knowledge?
We don't know. The caverns, anything else?
Thank you for your help.
Wa'awlams.
Renaix.
Might I do
I heard talk about a cavern.
It is a place where within the earth, they hear the voices. There are some on Tirfredi. The closest to our village is found, but the entrance is sealed, hidden. Anything else?
Goodbye.
Wa'awlams.
What stops your tongue? You think someone's coming to save you? Give in. Your life is in our hands. It is time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with. We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us. You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
We may be able to reason with them. I could try.
But I recognize this face. Lord de Sardet. What a pleasure to see you.
These people are monsters. They just...
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat...
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told... You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you. We call them metamorphs. But the natives call them and we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. And certainly, we discovered one here. This woman. She knows how to enter. But as you have to know, we are so close to let's just say it has made...
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a...
She won't tell you anything.
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me? Without me, you would all be locked away in Duren's jail. I took you for sages and doctors. But you are nothing. You have made me regret my...
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives.
No knowledge justifies treating any...
Free her now!
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaik said... But who are you? You two are...
We were told at Wen Shavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find...
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago, and he has... I waited a long time, and then I came here. To end...
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often. You saved me. And so I must... The Cave of Knowledge is a bit further north. Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred.
But you're not a Donegad.
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen...
The paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mount. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar.
Was that why you came in here?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, I thought at first it was due to his status. But now I see that he was hearing the call. He had no choice but to answer it.
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into...
He is a Donegad. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain.
If I understand correctly, the Donegad are metamorphed differently according to the place they are...
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a...
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation?
For some, it takes years. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Donegad... I hope only to have the time.
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which. This mural is also ancient. It seems to... This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places.
Yes, I've run into similar barriers. But here, there are two that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The Caverns of Knowledge are used. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place, where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration?
The initiates also learn by listening.
On this one, we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind, we also see the path that leads there.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices and the Donegada that are prepared to...
Do you recognize the place where the entrance...
I think so. It looks like the...
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find... I just hope there's still enough of him left, and that Constantine is with him.
Who is Constantine?
I seek them both. I had hoped that Vinbar would help me enter the sanctuary, but I learned from the Tierna Hak Kadactus that he took my cousin.
The Tierna told you this? And so you...
No. Only to save my cousin and try to understand...
None of what you say makes sense. Wait, my head spins. I need to breathe fresh air.
Please, go ahead.
Am I the only one to think this woman's departure is suspicious?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
I shouldn't have told her about Constantine. She must have thought we wanted to kill her husband. This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
I should have noticed that she did not trust us. Well, let's search. There must be another exit to this cave.
These traps weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly. This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. Vinbar must have hidden the passage to the sanctuary. Finally, we've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
They are extremely long. I know of no...
Looks like Vinbar must have begun. He will soon become a guardian if we want to have any chance of saving Constantine. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
You should not have come all this way, Renaigse.
Sarah, we must see him. We saved you. Why have you lost? And why do you now stop us from...
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, you helped me. But I learned looking at the paintings that Vinbar has heard the call. Even if it breaks my heart, he has done what is right. No one must stop him.
His path led him to kill Katasach. And now he... I'm sorry, Sarah. But no...
Eitmo!
Over there. More feathers. I need a bit of practice. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar with Constantine. If he's still alive. We need to find a way to get inside quickly. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work. King Vinbar. Why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too renaixed to understand.
Leave him! That's enough! Free him!
I cannot. O source of life.
Free him! Damn it!
Your cousin is probably freed from his stone prison.
You're right. Let's go see him quick. Constantine! Wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed. Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it. And in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret. We went to the ancient site. A place, and all of a sudden, what an incredible... Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came... We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your track. It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically.
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone, but there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been...
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. But aren't you happy that he let me...
Don't speak foolishly, of course. Tell me more about this ritual.
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves.
Donegada? Katasak taught you that?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but... So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me... What ceremony? I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone. A gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enonmil Frictamen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to...
Oh no.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to... I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they're going... Good day, Glendan.
Beort tirtomat, currents of Katasak.
Alas, his was not the only. Your High King, he was taken by... He went away into his mountains after killing Katasak. Nothing I could say would allow him to see...
Are you telling me that you care, Tonsidak? What happened?
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of... He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was...
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. Why would Vinbar have done such a thing?
You know that I wish to see Enonmil Frictamen, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to... I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just...
We will celebrate his memory as well as those of Oladnit, Katasak, and Nawar. But in spite of our mourning, we must... The children of Tiefradi cannot remain without a guide. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel.
Who has a chance of being elected in your...
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also... And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince...
I suppose.
Who will win the vote in...
I don't know. It is possible if Blagnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time.
Is there anyone else among those?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. But you shall fail this time. Can I do any?
I must leave.
Qua awelem.
What do you seek?
I am the bearer of bad news. Your
Dead. But he was plunged into doubt by your arrival.
Glendan told me that you would be one of them.
That's true. If Bloodmead were still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the drive away the Renaigse and take
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet. Only he can help us cure the malady.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those?
I have my own, but you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
You have helped my people. You are our Carants. Once I am the High Queen.
You seem certain you will obtain the title.
Those who covet victory must do everything they can to obtain it. The old kings wore a legendary crown. Whoever were to retrieve it...
And you know where it is?
I believe it is located in the Tomb of the Kings. A holy... I do not know exactly where it is. But it is... And that the entrance is marked by a dead tree. And protected. Do not worry. I will find this place.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote...
Anything more?
I need to be going. Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet an victim?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
Have you thought carefully about what your allies' intentions are? If you approve of them, fine. But if you don't, it would be better to pick someone else.
What brings you here, Onalmanawi?
I'm the bearer of bad news.
Ande Voshtire. We haven't seen him in a long time.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to...
I am not looking for power. And I fear the other kings may want war. The Renaigse brought chaos with them. And we cannot change the past. And chasing away those who came, the wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But so if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become High King, we must find balance with those from the remote island and live. But for this, we must teach the Renaigse humility.
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frichteman. If you were elected...
Your clan has not given me many reasons to trust you. But if you prove my suspicions wrong... The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their...
What do you want from us?
Not long ago, your people said that the forest belonged to them, and we spoke with your Lady Morange, and we almost came... Then an elder from my village poisoned 3 woodcutters. That the old man responsible for the deaths must be punished, I agree. But not by your people, not until we are sure we can... There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated, but digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the... But some Renaigse came back, and some of my people started going missing. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault...
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters.
I'll go to this mine and see what...
Is there anything else?
I must leave.
Sorry, this is private property.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This might...
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the... Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can...
I definitely will.
Sorry, this is private... Sorry, this...
These people are reckless imbeciles if they start mining again in such a dangerous place.
These Renaigse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those reckless fools. They've resumed operations in the mine.
They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sieur de Courcillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business. Now we just have to go see the pretenders, and hope that they will accept us.
You are a metamorph. The natives will listen to you more carefully than they will listen to any other settlers. But you will still need to convince them that you are acting in good faith.
If only there was a way to be certain of the results of this vote. We would only need to convince one.
There is way more at stake in this election than your encounter with Enolmir Frichtemen. It will decide the fate of...
My dearest cousin, I'm so glad that you're right on time. We have visitors, and let me introduce you to the emissaries of... Quite brazen, isn't it? That they would send us an emissary after having tried to assassinate...
The commander must have us...
That's what I hope. Your Excellencies, we're listening.
San Mateus has been sustaining attacks of unprecedented violence. They can only be the works of the demons worshipped by the islanders.
Really? Demons?
The Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some troops as well.
We have the same problem. Our men are becoming exhausted, fighting off endless attacks. We were hoping that, despite our past...
How neatly summarized. My dear allies and... neighbors, however, the size of our troops has greatly reduced. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for his life, which... No. I really don't see how...
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want...
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found.
Don't worry about it. You know...
Well, this audience is coming to an end. I hope that you realize how grateful you should...
Absolutely, sire.
Desade, you seem somewhat gloomy. What's troubling you?
As you may have heard, the De Vespe family has sent a delegation to the island. It's led by the prince's daughter herself.
Ah, most curious. And very worrying indeed. But you didn't come all this way.
You read my mind. Not... I've come to ask you about a mine near It was closed for a long time for security reasons. but some...
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a However, I do not recall the details of the contract. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we...
Unscrupulous. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this...
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is a... We cannot tolerate such methods. But you should start by finding the deed to his property and... Don't worry. We'll not let this man... Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
It seems as though you can't decipher the glyphs of your own people's document.
I get lost in all the legal jargon. But they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her, to understand exactly what they say. It's blocked.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you.
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain... Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little.
Do not worry. This type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard he can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there. But it says here that he does not have the right. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this...
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being...
According to these documents, the mine has been... This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has...
Come closer, good people.
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here,
I'm here to talk to you about the mine. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed...
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him... Now, Your Excellency, if you would allow me...
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous. And you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving...
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure... Goodbye, sir. Come closer, good people.
You're back.
I verified the contract with Lady Morange without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives.
So...
He turned a deaf ear and tried to
Oh, some of these merchants are so... But it's high time we reminded him of who is here. This is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all for his crimes against the natives. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to... Prisoners must be freed as soon...
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Sorry, this is private.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey.
In that case, where can I find him to notify?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Are you looking for trouble?
Master Maillard, I'm so glad. Here is a document from Sir de Courcy. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, the methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tyr.
Impossible. By what right? Go.
Watch out! Grenade!
These people were monsters. I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkus everything.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
We must believe that not all the gay blow are alike.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
What brings you here, Honorman?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated...
Yes. Those you freed told me. You knew how to renew my trust.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'm honored.
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Does this punishment seem...
If I explain to Sir de Courcillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Dunkus. It's a...
Is there anything else?
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frichtemann. If you were elected...
You are a Karants of our clan. I would be glad to help you meet Enon Miel Frichtemann. And I pray that he... But you should know that my election is far from certain. The spirits are divided, and...
Would there be a way to make sure that you get picked?
I do not like the idea of using such. The High Kings of old wore a legendary crown, said to be a gift from the one who became the first guardian. If someone were to wear it in these troubled times...
And where can I hope to...
In the burial mound of the High Kings near the village of Vignamri. And at its entrance, situated near a large dead tree, it is a deeply holy place. And if you do decide to go there, fill your heart with humility.